It's showtime.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm back for one of my top 10 lists of 2022. This is my top TV shows that is streaming on all platforms: Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Paramount, child, everything, okay? Regular cable channels, wherever there is a series screening, the show may end up on the list. Okay, so yes, if you're new to the channel, welcome and welcome back. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Sorry it is so late. The Diva had to get her mind together in order to create these lists. I had to watch a couple more shows to make sure I included the right ones and the wrong ones got bumped off and all that good stuff. So without further ado, if you're new to the channel, welcome and welcome back to my Diva Squad. Baby, you know I'm always happy to have you here. If you like the vibe, you like what's going on here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, let the diva know you stopped by in the comments, and let's get to it. My list is not the right list. It is just my list. And I'm looking forward to seeing what were some of your favorite TV shows of 2022 down in the comments, so you make sure you leave them. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing. So without further ado, let's get to it. Those are the shows that I wish I'd seen in 2022, but maybe sometime soon. Number 10 on the list is Winning Time. HBO has another banger on their hand. This was the rise of the Lakers legacy or dynasty. This is the rise of the Lakers dynasty, whatever you want to call it. But I thought it was really well executed. Some people don't like Adam McKay. I really enjoy Adam McKay. His dialogue is very witty. It took me a long time to get into it because I'm just not a sports fanatic. I'm not a sports fanatic. So when it was going down, I wasn't really watching it. But, I would watch here and there. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. It was good TV. It was great direction. It was great dialogue. The stars, the performances, I couldn't. And it was a period piece. So I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So yes, check out Winning Time on HBO. Coming in at number 9 is Vikings Valhalla. Y'all, I love the Vikings era, y'all. This show did it for me. If you know me, I am a huge fan of Vikings, the very first one that was on. What was it on? Was it on History Channel? I think it was on the History Channel. And then they adapted this one, and this one did not disappoint. And the new season is coming. So they released a whole season in 2022, and the next season is coming this month in January 2023. I said, y'all better come on and do it. That's how you do it. You bring the show back while it's hot, while it's on the, you know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Let's do more of that. Let's do less waiting, and let's do more of come back with it. Come back with the quickness. All right. Number 8, Interview with the Vampire. Now, y'all, I just kicked a whole lot of stuff off this list. I had they may be in my honorable mentions, so I'm going to leave them for my honorable mentions, but I did rearrange this list. I kind of rearranged it because, baby, Interview with the Vampire did something for me. Like, I binged it in like a day or two. So yes, it definitely kept the Diva's attention. It is starring I think his name is Sam Worthington, but he is or Eric Robinson. He plays Grey Worm from Game of Thrones. Y'all see him up there? You see him up there looking all hands. Yes, I think all of the characters did well. There is another main character that stars in this, and it's a girl, a woman, a young lady or whatever. And she was phenomenal when she came into the mix. And so I just love how they just kept having the different elements come and just like really, really wow me. I'm not gonna have I been this excited for a vampire movie since True Blood? True Blood is something fantastic. You know, I don't think this lives up to True Blood. True Blood was on some other year, but I had a really good time. This is AMC Plus, Anne Rice Interview with the Vampire. Check it out. Next on the list is Dahmer. Y'all, not for the reasons that people may think. I connected with Dahmer because of the other aspects that was shown and highlighted. Niecy Nash character, the neighbor, the stuff like, because they didn't really show a lot of the traumatic and the gore. They hinted to it and stuff like that. But I was really interested the way Ryan Murphy told the story as the family, the victims were more so showcased, and you saw a little bit of their life, you saw a little bit of their journey, and it wasn't real. It was centered around Dahmer, but it wasn't like glorifying it in a icky way. So I gave it kudos because, like I said, it was one. If I can binge something really, really fast and it keeps me intrigued, and I'm thinking about it and wanting to have conversations, and we having these discussions, and I'm jumping in people podcasts and stuff like that, baby. It gets the conversation going. It just for sheer, just just trying to wrap your head around what was actually going on in the situation, and not for nothing, but for the highlight of the victims. I thought that they really showcased that very, very well, where they felt human and they just didn't feel like another statistic. So definitely love the way they did Dahmer. Evan Peters always knocks it out the park, and do your mental health check-ins, baby. Okay. Number 6 is Ozark. Ozark, Netflix, baby, the final season. Now, I don't know if it was the final season was the best season. I think it did a lot of really good things, and I think that it tied it up really, really well. Like, I don't feel like they fumbled the ball. And so with a series that I've enjoyed season after season after season after season without being disappointed and keeping attention. Like, when I tell you Ozark keep me on pins and needles, I mean, you're just on pins and needles, just waiting for something to happen. And phenomenally acted. I can't think of the people's name. I'll probably put them in posts or whatever, but they were absolutely fantastic, and I think they knocked it out the park. The writers, the actors, directors, everything. Coming in at number 5 is Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan. Okay, so yes, I love everything about this particular series because it puts me right into the era of my youth and my childhood, when the drug era was at its peak, and when I was learning about life and stuff like that. That is where I fell right into this. Falls right into that nostalgia, not in a good way, but the nostalgia that it gives me, because that's my era of where it landed for me. And of course, it's the Rock baby. I love Rock. I love her queen pin status. I love Marvin as a character. Totally hate Kanan. Still hate Kanan. I mean, he's probably good for something. We saw that he was good for killing, but no. Yeah. So when this is like Raising Kanan, I feel like this is Rock's story. This is his uncles and his mother, and his cousins, everybody around him. I mean, he's a part of it too, but at the same time, I really feel like they're focusing more so on them until we get the transition to go to him. So we're still in the little baby steps or whatever. But it's really, really a really good show. I enjoy season 1, season 2 as well. So coming in at number 4 is The Best Man Final Chapters, y'all. It's on Peacock. It did something for me. Now, all of them are not going to be the most popular. Oh, like everything I choose, not going to be the most popular. It's going to be the way it made me feel. It's going to be the rewatchability. It's going to be the conversations that we have. It's going to be the relatability to the storylines and how things just really just felt good for me. So with that being said, that is why I just caught this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, right before the year was ending. And so I guess maybe that's why it has much more of an impact, and that's why it might be higher on my list. But it just touched all of the different buttons that I require for, just a little old Black girl. You know what I'm saying? Like most people have all those shows on there, but guess what? We have great shows as well, and we need to uplift them and show them out as well. But love having all the original cast from the 1999. Yes, say it with me, 1999, still looking as good. We're in 2023. Hello. Okay. So anyway, loved Quentin and Shelby's story. I already knew where Harper and Robin was going, and of course, who couldn't love Murch and Candace's story? And Jordan, we just gonna love to look at her. Okay. All right. So yes, that was a great final chapter. I'm hoping that it does so well that we'll get, it says final chapters. So is every episode the S, or can the season be an S like we get a season 2? Look, fingers crossed. Coming up at number 3 is HBO's Euphoria. Baby, when I tell you, this show, I have not laughed so much. I haven't cried so much. All of the things, all of the feels. And baby, when I tell you Zendaya acted her ass off, oh my God. Blew me away. Give her all the Emmys, all of them, okay? All of the Emmys. Her running around like she crazy, like a crackhead looking for her next hit. That was some powerful stuff, man. Powerful, powerful stuff. And so, yes, definitely. And they had an episode where they did this school play. And when I tell you, I've never laughed as hard as I did watching that play, and the reactions of the kids. Oh my God. Oh my God. The one dance number that they did, out of this world. Ashtray. Baby, if y'all have not checked out Euphoria, it is a must see. I love a character driven show, and again, that's why The Best Man is on there, because it's very character driven. It's not just like plot, just moving the plot along. It's very, very central to the arc and the growth of the person, the evolution, and how they're maneuvering through these crazy changing times or whatever. And so that is what I love about Euphoria. The first season, they did such a great job when they would open up every episode focusing on a different main character of the ensemble. And they would tell their backstory, their kidhood, their childhood, and how you get to see how this person is made up to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So they do such a phenomenal job with the character development in the show. I did have one problem with Barbie Fiera character, and she played Kat, and she was a plus size diva. And so I didn't like how they kind of pushed her down and put her to the back, where I felt like her storyline really resonates with a lot of different people, and they just kind of forewent it because there was some behind the scenes drama, and also too, I don't know what else, but I didn't like it at all, because Barbie Fiera character was a great character. Kat was a phenomenal character. Coming in at number 2 is P Valley. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. Yes, baby. P Valley. Oh my God. Clap it up for inclusion. Clap it up for touching on some very, very controversial Black cultural, Black community issues. Clap it up for just representing a sector that you can relate to and still give a great story and great characters and dive into those characters and make them human. Oh my God. Y'all, I got a chance to interview Nico Anand, who plays Uncle Clifford. Baby, he was such a sweetie. He was like, yes, I know you needed a diva. I know you. I was so excited. I was so excited. That was one of my favorite moments of 2022, to have a conversation with him and all of the other people that was on the panel. It was a great time. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the comments down below. But had a great time with season 2 of P-Valley. I think season 1 still hit harder because everything was fresh and new, and then we were kind of like treading, just another part of the story. But if you go back and watch season 1, baby, season 1 slaps. I'm telling you, when they start dancing, let me stop. I'm gonna stop gushing. I'm gonna stop gushing. Okay, but love P-Valley. Love. I did another interview with Big Teek's character. I forget his name. Excuse me for, I'll put it in post or whatever. Can't remember. I'm always bad with names or whatever, but I'm just talking off the cuff or whatever. And loved the interview. Loved his energy. He's nothing like Big Teek. That's how great of an actor he is. Oh my God, but he was such a pleasure. He had one of the most energetic energies that I really connected to outside of Nico and I. But I think Big T, baby, it was something about Big T. Like, he was such a sweet, like, he felt heart-centered. He felt like just a man who knew himself and was very heart-centered, and he was not no machismo putting on all that good stuff. Let me stop rambling. Anyway, love the interview, love the energy that he gave. He's a very talented man. And so, yes, let me go on to my honorable mentions, y'all. Okay.
All right, as far as some of my honorable mentions, the only reason why Tulsa King isn't on the list is because it didn't finish in 2022. We're still watching Tulsa King, okay? So Bel Air is on the list. I think they did a really good job at recreating, reinventing, reimagining the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Turning a sitcom into a drama is is a tough feat, and I think they did it really, really good. I love that they show families having conflict, conversations, and trying to heal and move past it. I thought it was a great representation of the Black experience on TV. We Own the City. These are from the same writers from The Wire. More so back in 2015, around in that area in Baltimore City, where they had the huge corrupt cop thing go down. So that was a really good, compelling show. That's on HBO. Wednesday on Netflix turned out to be a cute little something that kept me on the edge of my seat. Jenna Ortega did a great job. Snowfall is on the list. Snowfall was actually on my top 10 list, but I kept playing around with the list. It kept getting edged out, but I think season 6 is going to definitely be on my top 10 for next year. So, also too, I have two um kind of guilty pleasures. Reasonable Doubt, and that was on Hulu, and House of Vicious with Tammy Roman. Baby, when I tell you Tammy Roman is a key and a cackle, that girl is so goddamn funny. The show is not meant to be funny, but it's just so many memorable lines. Tammy is just, I was like, did she write this for herself? Like, is she the writer? Because this, I can hear this come out of her mouth. So that's on BET Plus. Reasonable Doubt, it gave me a young How to Get Away with Murder. So she was quite interesting too. Now, Stranger Things 4 was on the list. I like what they did. We're doing a two part a 2-part season, and then having each episode be feature length, like between 90 and 120 minutes. So I thought that was the first time that a show did that, and I thought that was just awesome. And so really like Vecna, the new big bad and stuff like that. So I enjoyed it. So yeah, those are some of my honorable mentions. Let me know if you caught any of those.
So now that that's out, now if you've seen the list, what do you think my number one is? What do you think my number one is? It is none other than House of the Dragon. Yes. Yes. All I want to say is I feel so honored and I feel so just happy that I wasn't let down, because I'm telling you, after season 8 of Game of Thrones, I was ready to throw the whole shit in the trash. I mean, not the whole shit, but I'm just saying, like, I almost felt like I didn't want to give something else a chance. Like, I really, because of where Game of Thrones ended and they're trying to go forward with this Jon Snow, I don't see it for that. I don't see it for that. But because they picked, of course, one of my favorite houses, House Targaryen, you know, I was like, okay, I'm here for the dragons. I'm here for the fire. I'm here for the blood. I'm here for the Targaryens, baby. Let's see what it's going to give, you know? All you need is the promise of some dragons, baby. And listen, we're going to make it do what it do. So, yes, had a great time with it. Notwithstanding all of the time jumps and all that stuff, I still felt like they handled it as well as they could to give us the backstory that we needed. And baby, when I tell you the actors that played Emma Darcy, she played the older. So we have Millie Alcock playing Princess Rhaenyra, the younger. Then we have Emma Darcy playing the older Rhaenyra. We also have Emily Carey playing the younger Alicent. And then we have Olivia Cook, who played the older Alicent. Matt Smith did a hands down great job. Also, too, Paddy Considine. When I tell you, as King Viserys, jaw dropping. I mean, I was in awe. Like, I always kind of felt like I like him, but I feel like he's not the best in the position that he's in, and he's too good of a person, and he can't make the tough choices and all these things. But at the center, like, I'm always looking at somebody's heart. I'm always wondering if that person is heart-centered and they're not acting out of ego, and if they're not being competitive and they don't have any malicious intent behind their actions. So, you know, a lot of times, like with me, I'll be sitting there and I just observe and I just be like, okay. I'll be clocking people. I clock you and I'll be like this. All right. So then, but Paddy Considine, the performance of the year, hands down, in the, not the finale, but the penultimate finale, when he walked up to that throne and did what he had to do for Rhaenyra.
If I am to grace this fast with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
King Viserys of House Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals, and the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. sit differently today. Grace. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I said I'm fine. Come on.
Baby, I still get choked up. I'm telling you, like, choked up. Like, oh my God, y'all should watch my watch of the episode. And I was like, I think it's recorded. Is it recorded? I don't know. It may not be recorded, but what I'm telling you, when I was boo-hoo snotting, that is how much he hit for me. Baby, it was unmatched, bar none. It was the whole sequence. It was just not what he was doing for Rainier. It was the interaction between him and Damon. Oh my God. Like, baby, and he's been snubbed. His performance has been snubbed. That's fucking blasphemy. I loved his performance as Viserys on his dying, like his final episode. That's all I got to say. That is all I got to say. But I loved it. I love the dragons. I love the storyline. Despite the time jumps, I think it did what it needed to do. I wish we still could have had more time with some of the characters that we lost because they were very dear to me. I did have a soft spot. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And HBO, they definitely didn't disappoint with me. HBO, y'all can have it. Half of the shows on the list are HBO shows. At least half of them. Also, too, y'all, I wanted to talk about Yellow Jackets. I forgot about that one. There was a lot of good TV. As you can see, it probably looked like I had like 20. That's why the video's so long. I had like 20 shows on here. So maybe for shows, I got to do top 20 because there were so many great shows. Like I like White Lotus. The White Lotus. I like Yellow Jackets. Dexter wasn't bad. I mean, it was a little disappointing, but it wasn't bad. You know, it was so many good shows. So yeah, I had a great time discussing them. I hope y'all did too. I hope you enjoyed yourself to the end of the video. If you were curious to see what my number one TV pick was, make sure you leave your comments down below. And as always, I'm Nita, your favorite diva. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you come back.